Solution Architect here at Matillion. Today we're going to look at using the S3 put object to transfer external data across to an S3 bucket. So let's get started. The S3 put component in Matillion ETL for Snowflake is used for copying data from an external data source into an S3 bucket. The S3 put object is available in an orchestration job in the Load Unload Components folder. We simply select it and drag it onto the screen where required, and the first thing we need to do is connect it up to the start component. Now when we start configuring the properties of the S3 put component, the first thing we need to do is choose the input data type. And here you can see a list of the protocols that are supported by the S3 put. Today we're going to copy data from an SFTP site. So now we need to give the URL, which is the complete path of the file on the SFTP site that we wish to copy across to our S3 bucket. And in this path, we've got a file called book1.csv. Now we need to choose what we wish that file to be called on the S3 bucket. This doesn't have to be the same name as the input file. The S3 put object can be configured to use username and password, or we can use key exchange as well. Here we need to select an S3 bucket that we wish to write the data to. So I've selected a particular folder within my bucket. And we've also got the option to gzip our data or encrypt the data if required. We recommend you gzip the data if the file is large to improve performance. Now we can run this job by right-clicking on the component and selecting Run Component. And what's happening as this component is running is Matillion is connecting through to your SFTP site and it is copying the file across to your S3 bucket. So now the component has run, you can see that we can go into our folder on our S3 bucket and we can see if we refresh it, the file we've copied is now available. So jumping back into Matillion, the S3 put object will support copying one file from our SFTP site. However, if we have multiple files that we wish to copy across, this is supported using a file iterator. This is available in the Iterate Components folder, where you can drag on the file iterator and connect it up to the SFTP put object. Now again, we need to pick our protocol that we wish to connect through to. And we want to say, let's copy everything from our file, from our SFTP site, in the folder home/Laura. Again, we must authenticate for it. And now what this file iterator will do is it will connect through to the folder specified here, and it will detect all files that exist on this folder. We wish to write those file names back to a variable. So first of all, let's create that variable. Let's create a variable called file name, and we can give it a default value. And then we can reference this variable in the iterator. So let's use the variable file name, and let's write that as the file name that the iterator detects. And then we can use these variables in the S3 put. So rather than specifying the file name in the input URL, we can say take the file name from the variable, and then let's write that to a copy that we've produced here. So we're now telling Matillion to loop through all files in the folder and then copy those across to our S3 bucket. We can run this, and within the run we can see Matillion has detected there were 3 files, book 1, book 2 and book 3. And now when I jump into my S3 bucket, I can refresh that and we can see book 1, book 2 and book 3 are available. So that was how to get started using the S3 put object for Matillion ETL for Snowflake. For further details on the product or to start a free 14-day trial of the product, please visit us at matillion.com or see our page on the AWS Marketplace.